Welcome back to Wide World of Sports, and don't forget that Frank Farina's coming along a little later on, and he knows about everything that goes on in FIFA, including things FIFA don't want to talk about. Well, we know they don't want to talk about a lot. It's the family. In the meantime, Harry Kewell is back in Australia talking all things soccer, talking about his career. He's not going to be playing in the friendlies against Serbia and, of course, New Zealand, which they have to take on today. But in the meantime, I caught up with Harry, talked about what he's doing, where his World Cup future is, and his modelling career, how that's coming along.
You know what, I enjoy it. And every time I do a shoot for politics, it gets better and better. You know, I'm just waiting for the day I actually stuff up all the shots and nothing works, and next minute they kick me out. Sometimes they do put things on at the start, and I think, ooh, could I? And then they put something else over the top, and then another thing and that, and it just blends in. And you know what? They've got great designers there, so they know what they're doing.
Soccer is, the game is still, it is the priority. The game is
It's still my second to my family. You know, it's my heart and soul.
What have you got to prove, Harry?
I don't have to prove anything to anyone. The only thing I've got to prove is to myself, and to go out there when I play games to better myself.
Harry Kewell has done it! Australia's golden boy has come up with a golden goal!
The essence for me is not to lose that passion to learn. And if I can keep that going, then I think, hopefully, I can enjoy my football a lot more.
Do you still see yourself as the go-to man, a dangerous player who can make things happen?
I had to reshape my game when I was going through them bad spells with my injuries. You know, I couldn't, you know, I've been going out in games where I couldn't even kick with my left foot. So I've had to adjust to use my right foot in certain games, and then when my right's not working, I have to adjust to my left again. But at this present time, especially last season, you know, I backed up about 40 games, and you know, my Asia Cup for me was one of my best tournaments.
I thought in South Africa at the World Cup you were constrained, and that Pim Verbeek as a coach was very conservative, and you wanted to cut loose, and it just didn't happen.
It kind of got around like that. We all believed in Pim from the get-go when he took over, and he always had this attitude of playing football like the Dutch way, and he always was confident. I mean, for me, seeing a lot of coaches, worked with a lot of coaches, that was the only game I seen him fall. You know, he didn't really, he had an idea, and then the last minute he changed it. And come second half, I could see the team, they needed something, and I was looking, and players were looking at me, going, you know, come on, let's go. And I was thinking, okay, well, I can only go on if I'm allowed to. And he looked at me and said, you know, let's get going. And I went out there straight away. We warmed up. Everything was warmed up, and I think I would have come on. I think I would have been introduced, but obviously the ref sent Tim off at that time, and I think then he just realised, well, you know what, let's just save the legs, and you know, it is a tournament, and there is games backing up and training and all that. So I think he thought, well, let's just hold off now, and we'll wait till Ghana. How
do you like the new Australian coach, and what chances of seeing you at the next World Cup?
I'd love to be a part of it, but I still believe whoever, well, Holger will be there coaching it, and if he's there, I would like to be good enough to be a part of his team, because I still believe I have to perform just as well as anyone else.
You like the new guy, don't you?
I do, and I saw a difference when we played Germany. You know, first half, yes, we weren't great, and we all come in there and were disappointed with our performance, and he virtually just come in there and told us exactly how he felt, and kind of what an embarrassment we were to what he's seen. You know, he got right up us, and I thought we kind of rose to that, and we went out there second half, and we showed Germany what we were capable of doing.
Harry, could you still cut it in the top sides, a Manchester United or Liverpool?
Yeah, I believe I could.
So that's where you go. Where are you going?
Well, we don't know. We don't know. I have to talk to my manager about that. But at the moment, yeah, I still believe I still have a great desire to still play at the highest level. Whether it happens or not, we'll see.
The deadlock is broken with 2 minutes to go!
What's your future, Harry? Are you going to come back here to Australia, play a bit, coach? We'd love to see you.
Look, at the moment I'm out of contract with Galatasaray, and I think the important thing for me now is to be with my family. You know, I've done my time where I've put myself into an area where I can fully focus on my football, and I've enjoyed my time at doing that, where I can go to training when I want, come home when I want, train again, come back and forth. But I think now I want to be back with my family, back in a lifestyle of being with a family and playing football as well. So I want my cake and I want to eat it as well. So hopefully there is a chance.
Yeah, cake and eat it too. Harry Kewell spoke to him earlier in the week. Joining us now, Frank Farina. Frank, you've just watched that interview.